Jayson Tatum over Kawhi?
Yo, stamp that.
I'm asking because I watch y'all show. I don't know. Since the last time I left, y'all have entered my.
Listen,
my top
let Tatum win this finals.
Of course, if he wins the finals, everybody will go smoke up his ass. But Kawhi's been there and done that
I'll also
already.
say this: as long as he plays well, they could lose. I could still say that without seeing Kawhi for a full season.
Why though? Tatum. Why do you say that? Because it's the new thing to say, or because you believe it?
Because with Kawhi being out for a season, yes. I understand when the last time we saw Kawhi, he was all world. He was unbelievably great. If he's healthy, they have a strong chance of winning the finals last year. But
next year too,
being out a full season.
So why not just leave him out the conversation?
Back, you can, but that was a question that I was asked. You understand what I'm saying?
But you said Tatum was better because he was hurt. You saying Tatum was better than Kawhi because Kawhi was hurt.
No, I'm saying I'm taking Tatum because I trust that Tatum's youthful. He has a great offensive package. And
no, not to cut you off, but we can't put youthful in here. In these type of conversations, we don't go off potential.
But Kawhi is coming off an ACL.
This is a grown man league. It's this guy versus that guy. It ain't, he's 24. But who is the better player?
Kawhi is coming off a torn ACL. That is concerning to me.
Durant came off of an Achilles and didn't lose a step.
And then 1 year after, it's the worst we've seen Kevin Durant.
But to your point, it's the Celtics defense.
That's facts.
You told me to credit the Celtics defense.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just stating a fact too. Listen, I'm with you there. Yes, great counter argument that I am praising the Celtics defense, but this is the worst we've ever seen Kevin Durant 1 year removed from that.
I can't wait to see Kawhi. He'll be back next year, man.
Listen, Kawhi could come back and be Kawhi Leonard for sure.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know that. I'll acknowledge it because I have no problem saying that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. So if Kawhi comes back, the same guy, Tatum's not better than that guy. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're basically saying.
If he comes back, that same guy, Kawhi was.
Kawhi's not. So basically, you're saying Tatum's not better than that guy, but Tatum is better than the guy that the injury
he could come back. Correct.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that's all I needed to hear. All right. So
is that not fair?
No, that's fair. But so you do believe Kawhi's better
hell
than
no,
Tatum.
That's not fair.
Dude, he's coming off a torn ACL. This isn't a walk in the park injury.
I mean,
in a professional,
and he's
in
out
NBA,
for a full season. A full season's crazy.
That's what he needs.
At this age,
he took his time to get healthy.
I understand, and I'm not mad at him for missing the whole season. It's unfortunate more than anything.
In the NBA, a torn ACL is kind of a walk in the park. I haven't seen too many guys who ain't like unless you dare
football
40-inch vertical.
If we're talking
but
football,
a Kawhi game ain't based off of that. He's an assassin in the mid range. He's strong. He's not trying to jump over you. So I mean,
he's a grown
if we was talking Achilles, I would even then guys come back from Achilles way better. As long as you ain't like Boogie 7 foot 270.
I know what you're saying.
I'm just being real. I love Boogie. I'm just being real. Some of these injuries ain't as bad as they once were, depending on who the person is and the type of game that they play.
Shout out to Boogie.
But it's going to be very interesting. You know, I'm looking forward to the Kawhi Tatum thing. I will agree, though. I mean, if we're going off of this upcoming season, if I'm taking Tatum versus Kawhi, I might go with Tatum.
No, you didn't. No, Mike. You said you were going.
No, I'm going with Tatum. Yes,
I'm glad you all said
there are
something,
less concerns. There are less concerns.
No, it was you two picked Tatum, and I said no. Kawhi.
There are less concerns with Tatum, and I feel like there's not a big gap, so I'm going.
I understand, but on the court, there's literally no concern with Kawhi for me. No concern.
That's pretty facts, though. What he's saying is very fair. There's no concerns with Tatum, and the gap is not significant.
No.
Even if you think Kawhi's a better player, I count on Jayson Tatum being healthy as being more healthy than Kawhi and playing the entire year.
But health doesn't determine who's better. It just determines who's more available.
Availability is a skill. That's why you drop
availability
AD so
is
much.
Not a skill. What the hell?
Is AD a top 15 player to you?
Exactly. How many times have you shit on Anthony Davis because
he can't shoot anymore? That's why. He literally can't shoot anymore.
You know what's also different between that? Because I feel both sides. Anthony Davis is out with little shit. Kawhi has an ACL. Anthony Davis, he break his pinky nail and he's missing 7 games.
But Kawhi Leonard is Mr. Dink and dunk. I have this type of injury. I'm going to sit out.
He's load management. He's the poster child for load management.
He hasn't played.
I'm okay with load management. He'll play when he needs to.
I am more than copacetic with load management. But that's just the story of Kawhi Leonard's
nice word.
Thank you, bro. I
He was
Copacetic.
when he was young, he was playing. Now he's old, got a load management.
He's played 60 games one time in the last 4 years.
He's old, bro.
No, I'm exactly, which is why the ACL is concerning to me.
I
And there's still a lot of players in the league who would die for some of the shit he's done.
Oh, for sure. You kidding me? Listen, we're not comparing.
It's a lot of availability guys
That's
who
the
would
one.
die for his resume.
That's the one thing that I feel like gets misconstrued in that argument.
I really wish.
It's because people hear Kawhi Leonard, they automatically think about everything he's done, and which is fine.
He
and
hasn't
it makes
done nothing
sense.
with the Clippers yet.
I just think about his last run. You know me. I don't do that.
Let me finish this. People think about they hear Kawhi and they automatically hear the resume and everything he's done for the league. 100%. We're talking about right now, right? We're not talking about longevity because Kawhi is leaps and bounds.
Man, you just told me Jayson Tatum age. That's not right now.
Right, I'm talking about right now, where we stand right now.
But when
Jayson
I asked
Tatum
you told me
is
Jayson
one of the
Tatum's
best
younger,
offensive
so you're
players.
banking on the future, which it ain't right now.
Well, when we come back next season and Kawhi has missed an entire season and Jayson Tatum is just entering his prime, we're going to have that conversation again, Pee-wee. Defensively, Jayson Tatum
going
took
into the season. I'm going to have Jayson Tatum higher because he played. I can't put
So
an
where's
injured guy
the-
top four.
So what are we arguing here?
But when you say he's better, you got to account for the fact, like Riv saying, he's coming back to the league. Kawhi Leonard's going to play again. I can't rank a guy top 3 small forward if he didn't play last year, but that don't mean he just forgot to play basketball. You got to count that he is going to play again.
I feel like we're disagreeing on words. Because I'm with you.
Knock on wood, I hope not. But Jayson Tatum could get injured. I'm not going to forget that he know how to play basketball.
I feel like
I'm not going to say his guy ain't shit no more.
We're definitely seeing eye to eye. We're like words are getting misconstrued and feeling like we're disagreeing with each other. But after what you just said, I'm 100% with you. Everything
I
you
just
said's
only
facts.
asked because I'm curious as what be the criteria for people, because we got guys who've done it on a consistent basis, and I always thought that that's what it was. And then you got guys like Tatum, Luka, who do some shit and they just getting started. Like you said, he's about to enter his prime. What be the rush? Why is there a rush to put him over a guy who's done it before? Let this dude do it for 4 or 5 years like the others had to. We anoint guys so quick and then boom, they never do some shit again. Like if the Celtics never going to run like this again, now what?
But
we were so thirsty to put Tatum here and here.
The Celtics have been into the conference finals how many years since Tatum's been in the league? Every year but one? The Celtics have been to the conference finals with Tatum every year
3
but
times.
What?
They've
Once,
been to
twice?
3 times.
3 times. Jayson Tatum is him.
His rookie season in the bubble.
How many times have they won that?
One time.
Exactly.
That's it. I agree.
Exactly.
You're making a good point.
I can name a bunch of guys who James Harden been to the conference finals a bunch of times.
But also like the criteria when that question was asked between Tatum and Kawhi, it was who are you taking going forward, and also it was both. Who's better now? Who are you taking going forward? I think Kawhi may have the slight edge now in terms of who's a better player. But going forward, if I'm taking one guy to lead my team, I'm taking Tatum. And if you're accounting for recently what they've done, you look at the past 3 years. Past 2 years. You look at Kawhi's tenure with the Clippers versus Tatum with Boston these past 2 years, including this season. Tatum has been to the conference championship twice, now the finals. Kawhi blew a 3-1 lead against Denver in the second round, didn't get to the conference finals, then was having a historic playoff run, but got hurt in the second round, didn't get to play the Suns in the conference finals. So if we're talking about the past 2 years and now, Tatum has done far more than Kawhi Leonard.
But was Tatum better individually? You talk about all those runs. You know Tatum wasn't better than Kawhi.
No, he was not.
So that's what we're talking about.
I agree with that.
Did the team win? Yes. Did the Clippers choke? Absolutely. But was Tatum better than Kawhi?
You're right. No. So Kawhi Leonard,
and if Kawhi don't get hurt, they in the finals.
That's facts.
That's the only reason the Suns went last year.
I agree.
Kawhi Leonard last year's playoff run's better than Tatum's this year's playoff run.
No. Jayson Tatum has had a better run.
Tatum's had a better run. Kawhi's wasn't complete, so Tatum's had a better run.
And then Tatum's having a better run, then projecting that Tatum's only getting better, and Kawhi's going to take some time to adapt from his ACL. I'm putting Tatum over Kawhi.
That's fair. But
I'm not arguing that. If you're going who you taking for the future, I'm taking a 24-year-old.
I trust Kawhi.
10 out of 10.
But when he said pumping them young guys up, you did do that with Trae Young. You did do that. You tried to.
And everyone does that with Luka because we see what he's done and what he can be in the future. He's amazing for sure.
He's
but that's why I can't be hesitant to want to prop these guys up, especially if they're giving me results.
Okay. It's a difference. Like going into the year, whenever we do our rankings, I always do my shit based off the previous year. Don't care what you did in 2007. It don't matter in the current rankings. So I do that in that sense. So like coming into this year, I had Trae Young over Dame because the year when the Hawks went to the conference finals, he was playing better basketball than Dame. But I'm not saying I'm taking him overall because Dame has done it for 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? But
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a quickness
list
to put guys in a certain tier. And then we've seen so many guys jump up and then they just tear them down. I don't like I hope that the media, not us type media, but like the TV type media slow down with Luka because they're going to prop him up. And then if Luka don't make the finals in 3 years, he's going to be the most overrated. You know, I watched LeBron's whole career. They did that with him in Cleveland. He's this guy is out, but can't get over the hump. Can't get it. And then they just tear him down. They did it to Kevin Durant. Luka's next. And then it's going to be Kay Cunningham or some shit. They just hype guys up quick and then they tear them down when they haven't done this, that, and the third. And then you look at guys like Luka, his team, he shouldn't be in the championship right now. That team is atrocious. LeBron in Cleveland, that team was terrible. I just think they set some of the young guys up for failure by trying to put them up too high against guys who've done it before. That's all. But I love all the young guys, though. They all can hoop to me.